We have Abdul. We got a fish. Let us hope he will answer. He's not answering. Let me lower the sound of the ring. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air. What do you want to say to us? Do you know the topic?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure about the topic.
Well, we are talking about the evidence that Muhammad is a prophet. Do you have any evidence you can share with us?
Uh, is this Christian Prince? I'm
Yes,
just
I'm a
want to.
Christian Prince and we are live on air, my friend. And you text me, said call me, right? And you are a Muslim.
Yes, yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Uh, Actually, I would like to say to you that I'm very thankful to you because I've been listening to you for almost 3 months now,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure whatever evidence, because I've already checked with my ustads and everything. You are telling the truth.
Wonderful.
You are
So
telling,
what do you
but
think now? What you will do as long as you are saying I'm telling the truth?
uh, in my heart, I've already um, because I've also checked the Bible and read some few and cross reference with your proof evidence that you show, and I'm convinced that it is true. But as you know that it is not safe for me to say uh, for me to say publicly.
Well, you are live on air, so if there's something you don't want to say, then stop. You can hang up because now you are
But
live on
then,
air. You know that, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
I request you for one question, if you don't mind me to ask you
go ahead.
a question. Because most of the time when I ask almost most of my ustads and those people who are arif, who are very scholar in Islam, when I ask them about the privileges that you show, that the Prophet Muhammad had privileges of uh, what they call if he sees any women and everything, he can have them. Is that sahih, or is that acceptable? And why don't most of the our ustaz and imam have ever shared this?
Well, you know, when I mention something, I always give reference, and you know that, right?
Yes,
Okay, so how they can say this is not true if I am using their own Islamic books and their own scholars. As an example, if you open Al-Qurtubi, you can take reference.
yes.
Al-Qurtubi, volume number 14, page number 212.
Okay.
Al-Qurtubi, Tafsir Al-Qurtubi. Al-Qurtubi is one of the highest scholars for the Muslims. It's not Christian
Yes.
Prince. This is not Christian Prince saying that. And the one who speak there is Ibn al-Arabi, I think. So, and very number 14, page number 212. And by the way, this can be found in all kinds of Islamic library. Like here, I just searched for it. This is Shia library, but this is not a Shia book. This is a Sunni book, just to let you know. So if they say to you, this is, you can find the Qurtubi in the website of the Islamic government of Saudi Arabia. So if we translate here, the reference is going to say, I click translate to English, is going to say right away, interpretation of Al-Qurtubi, page number 14, volume number 14, page number 212. It says here, if his eyes fall, his sight fall into a woman, her husband
Yes.
must divorce her. So how they can say it's not true, and why the Muslim scholars of Islam they are saying such a thing if it's not true, and how the Muslims even they publish it in their Islamic government websites, and how they consider Al-Qurtubi a scholar if he is lying, and not is not even Al-Qurtubi saying that. Al-Qurtubi is he is telling what the scholars they say. about the privilege of Muhammad?
Actually, I've actually I've printed the website and showed to my ustaz nearby the
Okay.
masjid and everything. I realized that one, they do not know to read the thing properly because uh, to be to be very honest with you, I don't know how to read in Arabic.
Okay.
So I rely most of it in translation. So when I approach them, asking them to interpret, is it as same as how you interpret? I realized that one, they could not interpret properly. Secondly, they could hide. They want to hide the meaning of that interpretation. So I'm not. Um, but then when I use Google Translation, as you as I tried to do it, but still I couldn't get the proper.
My friend, first of all, there's no need for interpretation. The sentence is very simple. If his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her. Even this one need interpretation. And here, as you see, this is, I just found it here, I open it in the government of Saudi Arabia website. All right. And this is
Yes,
Tafsir al-Qurtubi, page number 424. 424.
fourth.
And
Yes,
this
sir.
is the chapter 33, verse number 50. And here you will find they count the privilege of Muhammad. And they count them, I think they are 16 here in this book. Here they say like number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. And one of the, most of the privilege actually is about his sex desire, that he don't have to pay a woman, because Muslim they
Mm-hmm.
have to pay. He get it for free. Women they can offer themselves, and and then they add one of the most disgusting, let us say, if his eyes fall into a woman, her and the woman is even married, her husband must divorce her. So we are not, we are just reading what is there. There's no need for interpretation. This because this is the interpretation. Even the interpretation needs interpretation now. You know what I mean? Al-Qurtubi
Yes.
itself is interpretation. So if the interpretation needs interpretation, this religion is really messed up. And even in the same page, it says, here we go. This is a privilege number 10. The one is saying, إذا وقع بصره على امرأة وجب على زوجها طلاقها and وحل له نكاحها. If his eyes fell into a woman or his sight fell into a woman, which means he like her, it's a must for her husband to divorce her so the Prophet can F her. All right, and this is a privilege number 10. And if we use Google Translation, we can do it right now. And this is again the official government website of Saudi Arabia. Let's see. I think he hung up. I can tell this guy he left Islam already and he became a Christian. Let us see, or let us find. No, not here. Not here. 10th. Okay. The word. We are just looking for the word. Here we go. You see, this is Google Translation. I have nothing to do with it. Tens. This is 10th, the number 10. If his sight fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her, and the Prophet he can F her. They translate, Google translate the word F her to marriage. And she is a permissible for him. This is the Prophet of God. If his eyes fall into a woman, and this is in their own books. This is not an enemy of Muhammad saying such a thing. And as you see, this is Al-Qurtubi, and this is the official government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is not a Jewish website. This is not a Hindu website. This is the official government of the kingdom. If we zoom in the banner, let us do that. You will see here it says Quran ksu.education.sa, Saudi Arabia. Do you see the address? This is a prophet of God. So the Muslims, they come with all the most silly, stupid things about this man to worship him and to make him a prophet. But everything proved to us that Muhammad is a very filthy, trashy person. Anyway, my friend, I don't know if you can call me back or not. I am so happy that you decide Islam, to leave Islam, sorry. And what I understand from you that already you become a Christian. I'm really happy for you. And I think from the word you say Ustad, so I think this is where people from Asian countries, they say that. Somebody saying, can I call you after Abdul? No, my friend, we take calls of Muslims only. Muslims or ex-Muslims. Do we have any Muslim? See, this gentleman here, he is listening to me only for 3 months. And he found that everything I am saying is true. And I mean, how you can find it's not true? We put it in the screen. We read what they are writing. We show their own interpretation. So how it cannot be true, not be true? So, because his decency, when this person is decent, he took it to his ustad, the sheikhs, the one who make a lot of money from this business. They refuse to read it, and they deny it. But as you see, this is official. This is literally official. Do we have any Abdul? And you know, I will be happy to see tens of thousands, God help us, tens of thousands of Muslims from Indonesia, from Malaysia, from all those Asian countries leave Islam. And why they will not? You see, why their ustad, why those who call themselves ustads, and the funny, by the way, they call themselves ustad, but even Arab, we don't use that. What ustad? Ustad is a word you use for somebody is a teacher, but not a religious teacher. You know what I mean? This is telling you, they are not really connected with their own religion. Indonesia specifically, or Indonesian, after 1,000 years, they discovered that they were praying to Somalia. The biggest Islamic country, Allah did not send them inspiration to warn them that you are praying to the wrong direction. 1,000 years. The poor Muhammadan praying to Somalia. When they received the first time the GPS, they discover that an error was made. So all the prayer they made is gone with the wind. And by the way, how in the world even you can pray now to the direction of Mecca if the earth is flat? 1,000 years. Listen carefully. Not a year, not you know. After 1,000 years, they discover And here it says 1,000-mile mistake. Look at the mistake, how small it is. We skip Asia, we go to Africa. All their history as Muslims, they were praying to the wrong direction. Since Islam come to Ethiopia, I don't know how many years. Isn't it amazing? Where was Allah? Allah could not send the Jibreel for one of them says, hey Abdul, for the sake of the leg of Allah, you are praying to direction of a Christian prince chicken house. He have a chicken house in Somalia. Somalia. If there is any Muslim would like to talk, just give me a text and I will call you, because soon we will be done. Okay. Look like we got the Albanian translation for Quran and Science. All right. So we will publish it too, maybe tomorrow or the day after. So we will publish very soon 6 on Allah in very number 2 in Russian, and Quran and Science in Albanian for free for sure. So we are happy out our friend here, and he can tell me in Skype whatever he wants in private. He can text me, my friend. I'm so happy for you. And we pray and we ask the Lord to open your heart more and more, and to bring more of your family to Christ. And not only you leave Islam soon, all those ustads will leave Islam too. And I believe that the revolution come to Asian countries, Islamic countries in Asia. A big revolution, but peaceful one, where the love of Jesus will invade the heart of every Muslim house in Indonesia, in Bangladesh, in India, everywhere. And they will come to Christ and they will be saved.